Located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room former Phillies pitcher, our good buddy, Tommy Greene. Good morning, T.D. Greene.
Good morning, Billy. How you doing, pal?
I'll tell you what, very pleased. Let's start off by saying this. Very disappointed and concerned about Zach Wheeler, and I know you are too, because I heard some of the guys being interviewed saying, look, when you got an injury like this, it's not about baseball. It's about taking care of yourself. And I know all the guys on the team are pulling for him, but the Phillies got to go now with the next man up. And it was really good to see Aaron Nola pitch really well last night.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right there, Billy. We need him to correct the ship. And I was listening to the start of the game yesterday. I was in the car, and I was here in L.A. His thoughts on what it was going to be for Nola yesterday to pitch well. And, I mean, and it's been sort of the MO we've talked about the whole time. He has to establish himself down in the zone and pitch down there all the time. You know, he needs to be there all the time. So when he does want to pop one up late, he can get away with it.
Right.
Yesterday, I think he did a better overall job of staying out of the middle of the plate, except for well, I mean, you're gonna give up some runs, but you give up a couple home runs in this last inning or whatever it pitched, the fifth or the sixth. I can't remember which one it was, but they were over the middle of the plate, So, I mean, you're going to make mistakes, but overall, he did exactly what he needed to do yesterday with his command and staying down in the zone. So it was a very encouraging sign to have and something he can build on.
Yeah, he gave up 2 home runs in the 6th inning, which he was pitching really well, and he gives up those 2 dingers, and you're like, all of a sudden you're starting to worry a little bit. But it's really, really good to see, Tommy, because with Wheeler, with losing Wheeler for this year and maybe the beginning of next year, we need Aaron Nola to step up.
Yeah, well, I mean, we need everybody's going to have to step up, not just pitching staff. I mean, it's got to be everybody on the team, and that's what's so good about if you look in the numbers of the past 7 days, just 7 days, not 7 games, a pretty encouraging sign. If they, it's hard to maintain that pace they're at, but they had a real good 7 days. As far as a team wise, they pitched well and they hit well. They did a lot of things well. So.
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, as we do each and every Sunday throughout the baseball season. Tommy, Mr. Negadelphia and I were talking to young Alex about, the Durantula's entrance is all cool and everything, and it gets the fans going, but that doesn't intimidate other players, does it?
No.
Matter of fact, they probably see this and they're going, all right, we'll show them, right?
Well, that's all theater. That's what I mean. You're like, well, if you hadn't been to a game, you're wanting to go to the game to see it live, type thing, and be a part of it. It's pretty cool, So it draws fans to the ballpark, and and it's just another, the way this day and age is now. It's
you can say it, Tommy.
It's okay. And I get it. I mean, it's very exciting. When I first witnessed it, they're in Alumni Weekend, when they got him, so it was pretty cool to see him. The first time in Philadelphia, and also see our owner, one of our owners, John Middleton, how excited he was to see him, out there on the mat. It was awesome. It was awesome to see.
Tommy, we're excited about it. I just like PJ and I our simple thought was, if you're going to do all those theatrics and get the crowd pumped up, you got to deliver.
You got to show up.
Well, he's got the stuff to do it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it yesterday. You think he blew a save, and it looked it got a little iffy yesterday, and it wasn't because if anything, sometimes I think he throws too many. Since he's been here, he's thrown too many strikes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he needs to work outside the plate more. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, but he throws strikes, that's what you want your relievers or your closers. You want the guys to be able to come in and do that.
Yep.
It's just I got to thinking about it, and guys they were basically up at the plate going emergency hacks. Mariano Duncan put it simple. Even Mario Duncan said back in the day when he says, "I swing to the left, but I go to right." They start to swing. They're trying to start it early, but they're still late on it, and it seems like it's just inside the line. It's like those kill you. I mean, it's not that he's throwing a bad pitch. It's just. I mean, that's just the luck of the draw right there. The guys. I mean, they put bat on ball, and that goes to show you. If you put bat on ball, good things can happen.
Just get the ball in play.
Keep it in play.
Yeah,
keep it in play.
good things can happen.
So, PJ, I mean, he throws a fastball 102, 103, and then he throws a splitter at like 98, and I don't know if then he throws a curveball at like 96. I mean, don't you want a bigger – Tommy, don't you want to make a bigger disparity between your off pitches?
His curveball is slower than that.
Okay.
But, I mean, that disparity off his fastball is pretty good. As far as that's concerned. Yeah, it would. I mean, a mile or two off that curveball could be even better. I think. It's just you don't want to mess with the field too much. You know what I mean? Right. But because his command is pretty good for a guy that throws that hard. And the effort it takes to. I mean, he's pretty smooth. In the way he goes about his business. And to see him try to do anything different, I just like to see him look his. If they don't get him the first pitch, he can start expanding a little bit. But it's still, if they put bat on ball and a ball away like that, it's not that he's throwing bad pitches down the middle and they're doing that. He's been out or half or close to the corner, and they're just putting bat on ball. Late. They're late on it.
Yeah, no,
and it goes over the bag. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Not a lot of time for them to react. Absolutely.
No at all.
Yeah, you can see them crunched up. Yeah, this is PJ Quarter, Mr. Negadelphia here. Just we were talking about him, and the guy's got a lot of heat behind him. And when they do hit him, if they catch up to the ball and they get in that rhythm, it's
gonna go.
Not a good. Yeah, it's good. The ball's going to travel.
That's when you get exit velocity.
Put it this way, it's going to be the ball's coming off the bat pretty hard.
Yeah,
he's applying a lot of the power. You know what I mean? So,
Tommy,
if they square it up, that's a big thing. So.
Tommy, I mean, a lot of people, when Kyle Schwarber gets up when he steps up to the plate, you're hearing MVP. Does he have the numbers? I mean, not too many DHs. Do they win MVPs? But do you think he's an MVP this year?
Well, I mean, I know he's the MVP of our team.
Yeah, that's
what he's done, and we wouldn't be where we're at if it weren't for him, and what he does for that, for that offense. Period. Not just that he hit. I mean, obviously he hits home runs, but he also, he tends to get on base, which supplies other guys. So over the whole league, that's a pretty big thing. I mean, I'm he's hitting like 250.
246,
right at it.
249.
Yeah. So he's. I mean, it's to me that the MVP's got to be higher average than that. Yeah. I mean, that's just me.
Because he leads. He leads in homers he leads in homers and he leads in RBIs.
Yeah, I mean, but he's my MVP. He gets the job done, and that's what the MVP chant. That's what makes him a worthy candidate. Of what he's done and what he's done for our team and how much he means to it. So it's not. So it's a huge honor that you be considered like that. The guys that people do that. So it's a good thing. But I still think you look at your MVPs in the past. It's got to be it's numbers based. It's not what you want. I don't care what you want. It's about what you do. So the numbers speak for themselves.
Well, as a Philly fan, I got to tell you though, guys, I don't really want Schwarber to win the MVP. I know, absolutely not. We gotta pay him next year. He's staying here. We cannot.
I think pay him no matter what.
But it's not gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt more when he's the MVP. It would be like, let's keep it down.
Guys? You know what, guys? I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But bottom line, it's about what Schwarber wants to do. If he wants to stay here, stay here.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, he's at the point in his career. How much money are you going to need?
I agree with you.
They're going to pay him. They're going to offer him a good chunk of change. Now, does he want to stay here, or does he? I mean, as you hear, does he want does he want to be closer to where he grew up at, to his home or wherever he lives? I don't know where he lives at, outside of Philadelphia.
I got you.
And that might affect the guy who's starting today, Ranger Suarez, because he's a free agent at the end of the year. He's in 19 games, he's 9-6 with a 3.25 ERA. He's pitched well of late, but he's got to be he needs to be more consistent, right, Tommy?
We got how many starts they got left? 6 starts maybe, something
5,
like
6,
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They're pretty critical starts in the fact that you need to be going in the right direction as the end of the season's coming, so we can hopefully get a little bit more cushion in what we have, over the Mets, because they're starting to play a little better now, and us keep going and keep that that space in between us, and that way you get into playoffs, we're going in the right direction pitching, we're keeping our team in ball games and giving our offense a chance to do some things, and that's what we're doing right now. That's why we're playing decent baseball. So,
well, we're 75-54, 6 games ahead of the Mets, and things are going right, Tommy. You don't have to get me off the ledge anymore.
Oh my God, I didn't think that I'd hear you ever say that.
They just better not blow their lead.
Yeah.
No, we all right. We're taking care of today. I'm not worried about later. Take care of today. Let's keep the train going down the tracks in the right direction. Yeah.
All right, Tommy Greene, as always, we appreciate you. Love talking baseball with you. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
You too, my friend.
There he is.